pav bhaji, and these are all the ingredients that we need. So I have taken 4 boiled potatoes and 2 carrots finely chopped and 1 whole capsicum finely chopped, 2 onions finely chopped and 2 tomatoes finely chopped, and I have also taken 3 green chilies finely chopped and some ginger garlic paste and some red chili powder, salt, coriander and mint leaves, and about 100 to 150 grams of butter and some pav or bread, whatever you call it. And we also need some dry mango powder and pav bhaji masala. Any kind of pav bhaji masala is fine. So let's get started. First of all, I'm mashing these boiled potatoes. So we don't have to mash them completely as mashed potatoes. We just need to mash them like this. Rest of them we can mash them while we are cooking, so this should be fine. To start with, I have taken a pan on the stove and kept the stove on high, and I'm adding little bit of oil so that the fire doesn't burn the butter. The oil, I have added the butter, and we have to wait for the butter to be melted. Don't think that I'm using only this butter. I'm gonna use the rest of the butter because pav bhaji demands a lot of butter. So it is basically cholesterol full of food. So my butter is melted. I'm adding the onions to it. So I'm gonna let the onions fry for a bit and go to the next step. When the onions are roasting, I'm adding a little bit of salt, not a lot, like 1 or 2 pinch, so that the onion fries faster. This is a tip to cook the onion faster. Onions are fried now. I'm adding the ginger and garlic paste to it. So you can even add chopped ginger and garlic, but I have paste, so I'm using the paste, and I'm even adding the chopped green chili and mix it properly. And you have to wait for a minute so that the ginger and garlic paste is fried in the butter. Otherwise it doesn't smell good. Now I'm adding my carrot and capsicum to it, and we're gonna let it cook for 5 minutes so that they become a little bit mushy. So we should not cook them all the way. They should be a little bit mushy, that's it. Carrot and capsicum are a little bit cooked now. I'm adding the chopped tomatoes to it now, and as soon as adding the tomatoes, I'm adding the red chili powder. So be careful with the red chili powder because we already added some green chilies. So add little bit less than normal, followed by the salt. Same with the salt. Remember, you already added little bit of salt to it earlier. So be careful with them and mix it. And we are gonna let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes so that they all become a little bit mushy and soft. So during this point, you can cover it with the lid and let it cook on medium flame for 5 to 10 minutes. So my vegetables are little bit cooked now. I'm adding a little bit of coriander and cumin powder to it. So coriander, sorry, I said coriander and cumin powder. So I forgot to mention about this earlier. And I'm also adding the pav bhaji masala now. So you need to add around 2 to 3 spoons of pav bhaji masala. So I just eyeball it, and little bit of amchur powder, not a lot. So because we will add some lime juice to it later on, so just like half tablespoon of amchur powder would be more than enough. And mix it and let it cook for another minute. I'm adding a little bit of lime juice to it. So I forgot to mention about the lime juice as well. need to mix it, and now we need to add our potatoes to it. I mean mashed potato. And mix it, and we need to let it cook for another 5 minutes so that they all combine well. My vegetables are cooked now. I'm adding a little bit of coriander and mint leaves to it. I'm saving the rest of it to garnish later on. So, and I'm gonna mash it now. So we don't have to mash it harder, just press gently on it, because we need a little bit of crunchiness in our pav bhaji, so we should not mash it all the way. So I have mashed all the vegetables now, and I'm adding some water to it. So this is the bowl that I used to keep my chopped tomatoes, so I used the same bowl to take the water, because whatever the juice of tomato is left in it can come along with the water into the pav bhaji. So we need to cook it for some time, and we have to add more water to it after cooking it for 5 minutes, and then we are done. So my final portion of water is added into the bhaji now. We are gonna let it cook for 2 more minutes, and that's it. Our bhaji is ready. Basically, we need to do the pav now. I want to mention again, after adding the water, we need to add little bit of butter to it again, and let the butter melt, and then we can turn off the stove. My bhaji is ready. Now I am preparing the pav to my bhaji. So this is same like my vada pav recipe. You can check my vada pav recipe to fry it. So I'm gonna let the butter melt on the pan, and then fry my bread. Butter is melted. I'm adding a little bit of chili powder on the pan, and a pinch of salt, and a little bit of coriander and mint leaves. So we have to add just the coriander, but I have both of them mixed, so I'm using both. And fry the bread. So we are gonna roast them like 30 seconds, otherwise they are gonna burn. That's it guys, tasty yummy pav bhaji is ready. Please try the recipe and share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.